Many students entering the field of education are very concerned about how are they going to support students who are English learners in the classroom. And this is a big concern, and it's an important question. I can't possibly teach you all the strategies that you will want to use as a classroom teacher in our short time period, but I can assure you that if you decide to continue on this path and enter the teaching preparation program, you will be taught many strategies and skills that will help you support English learners in the classroom. Today I'm going to demonstrate one of these strategies. It's called the Content Cognitive Dictionary. And the purpose of this strategy is to help students develop vocabulary that they'll use in the content area. Now, I have purposely chosen some words that you may not know to help you feel a little bit like what it's like to feel like an English learner in a regular classroom who is unfamiliar with the content words. If you are an online student, please follow along with the activity and participate with the rest of us. Okay, I want you to look at these three words. I'm going to read them for you: oviparous, diurnal, and arboreal. And I want you to write down on your piece of paper a prediction of what you think these three words mean in the second column. You don't have to be right, just go ahead and write down what you think they might mean. Give everyone a chance to write down their predictions. Okay, can I have a volunteer who would like to share what they think oviparous means?
I'll volunteer.
Okay.
Okay, dual porousness.
Dual porousness. Okay, dual, and spell porousness for me.
P-O-U-R-O-U-S-N-E-S-S. Close enough.
Okay. What do you think diurnal might mean?
Both a night animal and a day animal.
Night and day. And what might you think arboreal means?
Something that is proven to be real.
Proven to be real. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and tell you what these three words mean. Let's start with oviparous. Oviparous, our prediction was dual porousness. And the actual definition of oviparous is egg laying. Egg laying. An animal that is oviparous lays eggs. So, can anyone say that in a sentence?
The eagle is an egg-laying bird.
So the eagle is an oviparous bird.
Oviparous, okay.
Okay. I'm going to draw myself a picture here to help me remember this word. I'm going to draw an egg. And you can draw something, it doesn't have to be an egg, but draw something in the section that shows the picture to help you remember the word. The next word, diurnal, our prediction was that it means awake during both the night and the day. And actually, you're very close with this one. Diurnal, I'm going to tell you what diurnal means by telling you the antonym. You remember what an antonym is, the opposite? The antonym for diurnal is nocturnal. And you're probably familiar with that word. Nocturnal means awake at night. Diurnal means awake during the day. So we're going to put awake during the day. A horse would be a diurnal animal. A robin would be a diurnal animal. Some college students are diurnal. Okay, and so my picture for that one, I'm going to draw a sun to help me remember that diurnal is awake during the day. You can draw what you would like there. Okay, the next word is arboreal, and our prediction was proven to be real. The actual definition of arboreal is tree dwelling. You might have seen the word arbor in there, the root word arbor. So this is an animal that dwells in the trees. So I'm drawing a little tree. You may draw something that would help you remember what the word means. So we have three words. We have oviparous, which means egg laying, diurnal, which means awake during the day, and arboreal, which means tree dwelling. Now I'm going to have you help me come up with a gesture for each of these words. What's a gesture we can use for oviparous to help us remember? Maybe egg, like an egg shape. So if you see me hold up this gesture, you will answer corally oviparous.
Oviparous.
Okay, and if I say the word oviparous, you will show me the gesture. Okay, and you might also want to, when you show me the gesture, say egg laying, so that we get the meaning. Okay, and how about diurnal? What's a gesture we can use for diurnal to help us remember awake during the daytime? How about like this? Okay, so awake during the daytime, diurnal. So if I do the gesture,
Diurnal.
okay, and if I say diurnal, you say awake during the daytime. Good. Okay, and the last one's arboreal, tree dwelling. What can we do to help us remember that arboreal means tree dwelling? What gesture can we use? Oh, climbing a tree. Okay, climbing a tree. Tree dwelling. So if I do this gesture, you say
Arboreal.
okay, and if I do this gesture,
Diurnal.
you say diurnal, and if I show you this gesture,
Oviparous.
oviparous. Okay, and now I'm going to say the words, and I want you to show me the gesture and say the definition. Okay, so I'm going to say the word oviparous.
Egg laying.
Okay, and diurnal.
Awake during the day.
And arboreal.
Tree dwelling.
Okay, now you can see that this content cognitive dictionary is something that students could continue to build on, and they could refer to it throughout the semester when they needed to write in their science journals or they needed to do some creative writing. They could refer back to it and add more words to it. If this was an actual classroom setting with elementary school students, I would practice the words again and again and again. The next morning I might practice the words with them. I might show them the gestures again and say, who can tell me what this means? And then they'll say oviparous and tell me the meaning. And we would reinforce it again and again. Because you're adults, we're not going to go through this again and again and again, but I will challenge you with one thing. I'd like you to, when you leave today in the next 24 hours, I want you to try to work one of these words into a conversation. It's not that hard, you know. Uncle Ben, our salmon oviparous, you know, you can work something in like that. Okay, and that is the Content Cognitive Dictionary.